Hello, it's Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Coachman Catalina Summit Series 154 RDX travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when you're parking. On your campsite, I want you to leave plenty of room for that awning to come in and out. On your off campsite, I really want you to just think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Going to be right next to each other. Everything's going to be behind your tire. Driver's side, your power and your water is going to be almost at the rear of the unit. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once we arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we'll do is level our unit. Unit comes with a manual tongue jack. Crank it to the right to bring it up, crank it to the left to bring it down. Once you get your unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. The unit has it says the stabilizing jacks on the rear. Got a 3/4 inch hand crank. Comes to your unit. Put that on there and start cranking these to the right. As I bring these down, I'm gonna tell you only have two. This unit's short enough, you just need two. They're on the back. I'm gonna recommend some stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are gonna protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris, keep them from sinking into hot blacktop in the summer. Seen that happen as well, so get you a 2-pack of those. Use your 10% off coupon. You can use a drill gun on these, it makes it a little quicker. But I just recommend when you get to the bottom, slow down, because remember, our unit's already level, we're trying to stabilize it. So once it feels like it's gonna start lifting the unit, stop. Got our unit level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. Big long 30 amp cord here, plugs in on the side. So it's like a pistol grip here. So the way these are going to go in, wiggle that out. It's going to go in, point it at about 11 o'clock, wiggle that in, turn it to the right, and then put your black washer on. Now should you need to, in your convenience pack will be a 30 to 15 amp reducer, so you can plug into a 110. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. At campsites, we will hook up to a city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so always use these. Grab that, hook that up. You also have a big hose that comes with your convenience pack. Hook that water hose up to it. Don't turn it on yet. One more thing to check, your hot water heater. We're checking to make sure, this is easier than I'm making it look. Then our drain plug, there's an anon rod on that. Get that drain plug in there nice and snug. You may have left it out the last time you were camping, so put that in there. Then you can go ahead and turn on your water. After your water's been on a few minutes, go inside, open up the sinks, your showers, get all the air out of the lines, nice steady flow of water going through them, and then shut them off and you're all set to camp. Now let's say we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we're going to need some boondocking water, and this is where you'll fill up your fresh water tank. No need for a water pressure regulator down here. You simply gravity fill this with a hose. Two ways to tell it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right there, or two on the inside where you got the levels of your black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater button. Keep an eye on that while you're filling it up. Once it's full, put that cap back on, and then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump and hook the city water. That is already pressurized. All right, we're all set to camp with power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. Continuing here in this back corner, again, our hot water heater, city water, fresh water, and below that is your freshwater drain. Coming over here is black tank flush. We'll talk about that when we dump our black and gray tanks. Down here is where you hook up your cable at the campsites. Our black and gray tanks, as well as, where are they at? Low point drains, right there in about the middle of your unit. Coming around the front is your battery. Check that every now and then, make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. That's your battery disconnect. That would disconnect all the battery power to the unit. propane, lefty loosey to open. Does have a regulator here. Your big, huge pass-through storage that is accessible, I believe, from your bed. This is where it's wired for solar. Keep that in there. That's a template. Got a couple 110s over here. A hood vent for your range. Outdoor speaker. This is a flue for your furnace. A few things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. Two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. I always sell bug guards for these as well. Got a leash link. You can tie the pet up here. Again, our stabilizing jacks. You're prepped for a ladder and a backup camera. Get a ladder, get up there, check the seams of your roof a couple times a year. Caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. That covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. So coming up beside your unit, the first thing I always like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway. To my left as I come in up top is a control panel. I'll close this door so you can hear me better. Alright, so to the left we've got our freshwater tank. That's the one I said to watch while you're filling your freshwater. Your black and gray tanks. Here's your battery. Here's where you can Bluetooth connect. Interior and exterior lights. This is your exterior lighting. Here's where you turn on your water pump to get to that fresh water. Your water heater, if hooked to gas. Your water heater, if hooked to electric, it does make a difference. Your awning is really windy today. I'm not going to run that out. I just want to tell you, when you do run your awning out, you only got to want to run that out until the fabric falls down to 90 degrees and you can see the bar. If you were to hold that extend down past that point, it'll literally flip up onto itself and start to roll itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you're running it out and make sure you don't run it out further than you need to. Tell you also that these doors work best when gently slammed. 110 here. This is an on-off for your electric fridge right here. Up here also is your JBL sound system. Dual zone indoors and outdoors. Let's see if I can turn this up. So it's interior. Nope. B is interior. A is your exterior. AM, FM, auxiliary, optical, Bluetooth, ARC. Nice sound system. Sink. Check your plumbing. Access panel is here. Keep an eye on it. It's mostly PEX nowadays, but just keep an eye on it, especially if you travel a lot in this and bounce it up and down the road. A self-explanatory microwave, a fan. Gee, hear it rev up here, and a light above your little cooktop here. I think I have to hold it in. Oh yeah, I don't need that there. That's just a panel light. Just go to high, hit this, push it in for a spark, and that's what lights these up. As a return for your heater, I'll show you that when I turn on your furnace. I also want to show you in here your dinette. Those table legs will lift up and remove. Take this table here, put it on this wooden lip that goes all the way around. Set it down there and put your flat cushions on top. Gives you nice little sleeping quarters down here. Right here, our AC works down here. Also a quick dump on these to blast it all out to the ends, or shut and close this, depending on where you need your AC to go. Television, just wanted to tell you, make sure that this red light is on. When you get to the campsites, go into your remote, go to a digital channel scan and run that so that you can pick up all the local channels when you get there. Here's our breaker box and fuses. You've got a ton of 15s and a couple of 40s. Highly recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. Down here is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt is that it's always running off your battery. So if you are out dry camping, boondocking, and nothing plugged in charging your battery, if you're going to be gone for the day, use that battery disconnect up on the front to keep this from overcharging your batteries. We do have some remotes out here. Turn your television on. There's a remote for your sound system, as well as your LED lights. You can change the lights on those. Modes, it's really pretty cool system out there. Again, so just run a digital channel scan so you pick up the local channels. Your remotes. Continuing through the unit, again, our electric fridge, smoke alarm here, our indoor speaker, and our thermostat. Turn that on. Crank the heat up. Hear that kick on. Now when I shut that off, you will notice it takes about 2 minutes for those to shut off. The fan has to cycle through. In our bathroom, access to your plumbing there. When you arrive at the campsite, get the water hooked up. Go ahead and give this a couple of flushes. Put 2-3 gallons of water in your black tank. Your black tank will thank you later. 110 with your GFCI reset is up here. Again, a smoke alarm, emergency exit window. No storage from under the bed just not reaching out front, which is good sometimes. That way you don't have to worry about making sure those are locked so no one breaks into your trailer. But there's all of our lighting, and that about covers everything in here. It's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. In this bag will be your remotes and a bunch of manuals to run through. Check them out, see if there's any other manufacturers, warranties, etc. that you may have to take care of. Got that put away. Let's close the unit up. I like to start by shutting off my interior lights. That way I know any other lighting that's on is accent lighting that I turned on. Bathroom light off. You do have a hand crank open power exhaust vent in the bathroom as well. With that in mind, we walked through and shut off all of our lights. I like to say doors and drawers. Make sure all your doors and drawers are closed. Your vents, for example, are closed. Everything is secure for travel, and we leave the unit. You simply fold twice, once, tuck up under. If we are out dry camping, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks. Get underneath here and dump that freshwater drain, and head on home to the nearest dump station, whatever we're in need of. If we are at a campsite, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our power, our water, our cable, hook up our hitch, and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be right in front of the tires on the off-camp side. Alright, so we're going to hook up a sewage hose, and the first thing we're going to do is pull wastewater holding. That's going to be our black tank. That's going to be your sewage. It's going to be your thicker line. When it sounds like it's no longer draining, go inside, check the level of your black tank. If it shows empty or close to it, come back out here, leave that handle open, grab the hose at the dump station, and hook it up to this black tank flush. Again, emphasizing leaving that black handle open. Turn this on, let it run for a good 5 minutes. That's going to wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, close that up. Make sure all that washout that you just put in there has drained. When that black shows empty, close that up and pull your gray handle. And that's going to be cleaner water as your sinks and your showers. That'll be cleaning your sewage hose out for you. While that's going, get up underneath there, dump our low point drains. If we're done camping for a while, we don't want to leave hot water in our hot water tank, getting all stagnant. Get up underneath there, pull that drain plug. When that gray is done, go ahead and close that gray handle, take your sewage hose, and conveniently, and more importantly sanitarily, store it right here in your bumper and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Catalina for many years to come. Happy camping.